Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. We have a mid-season matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Volunteers will kick this team to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll run it from the gun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And a handoff as they run the counter play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Quick throw to the left. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead.
That's the right butt.
Turn after the interception.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. Fights off the defender. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Look how touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The balls are in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Breaks free. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very
nice little blitz there
is to be able to get pressure on them. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball.
I feel the same way, bro. Here I see it.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That was a good shit, though.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The Vols will come to the line to crank up the tempo. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they finally tackle him down at the one. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
So first and goal now, a chance to make amends for the early pick six. They'll try to run this one in.
Oh, okay.
Losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
Automatic in the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Just great timing here with this quarterback.
Well, you barely got that off.
Pick up this first down, and really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Notre Dame lining up now for a first and goal. A handoff to the back.
Oh,
touchdown, Irish.
Getting on.
We get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Gotta go in my bag of tricks again in his ass.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Quick completion to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. A completion sets up a second down play. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the right side. Defense makes the tackle here.
Damn,
on
we
the
supposed to
final
be
play
gotten.
of the
I
first
fucked
quarter.
that up. Thought you blitzed.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Ball is incomplete.
Thank you.
Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Incompletion makes it second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot to the end zone right here.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The Volunteers looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down and goal upcoming. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns at last possession. The shotgun running play call.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll use the ground game here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on the 3rd and long. It's caught. A quick shovel pass there. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
You know, it's 3rd down as a quarterback.
It's a lead game. I'm glad you about to try to go forward.
Matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
The offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. He's brought down with a solid gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
The pocket breaking down. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
7th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. Looking right, this one caught. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Going to try to use his legs here. He's found some room at the 45. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Yeah, in the zone. Why not?
Will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end.
Oh,
Nice play by the defender.
good
Got a
defense.
hand in there to break up the pass.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip. He saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And here comes a deep shot.
Oh, catch that.
Pass is dropped. Would
Catch
have been a
that.
big game, but he couldn't
The
hold on.
fuck?
And the Vols looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab made by the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Volunteers.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense.
I put that bitch on the money.
Can cover. Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
Yeah.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. One more play before they head to the locker room. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the tackle as time
Yeah, you can
expires.
have it.
That'll do it for the first
You ain't
half.
gonna make him tired.
That will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. This one will be fair caught. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the ball bounced out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Well, I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They stop him right at the 24. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down. And the Volunteers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man. Has the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. And the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. The quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The ball's getting set on 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 2-yard game. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Running out of time in the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
You ain't kicking a
The
field goal.
defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Fourth down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he'll loft it to the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play. And then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid
Damn, boy.
the slide.
Chris, watch
I don't know how you got up out of there.
Here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Single back takes the handoff. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And
That's a good throw.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Pressure is coming. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Here's a great example of the defensive line not fearing the run game. They know this offense, this situation, they've got to throw the ball. So pin those ears back and get after the quarterback.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looking for 6. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Tennessee 21, Notre Dame.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Using his legs, it's Montgomery.
Big motherfuckers,
Tackle
bro.
behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I
This is
think
big
we all kind of
motherfucker.
get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. Do you think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest?
They call the draw play here.
Boy, you got lucky you stayed home.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Here's the 2nd down play. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this third down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's fourth down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
You were blitzing anyway. I should have did my play.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for
Good shit, boy. I had to try it.
Credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary. Tried to force it in there. But it doesn't work out.
On third down, he drops to throw. The QB throws his third pick of the day. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging.
What happened?
Fires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. He'll hand it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Short pass finds the tight end.
You know, first down would have been nice here, Chris.
He's bullied that
Brings up
man.
a fourth down and an interesting decision. You go the conventional route, kick the field goal, go up by a couple possessions, or do you get aggressive and go for it?
Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it, and no for a first down. Touchdown, Tennessee. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter.
Why you didn't say nothing yet?
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Hit.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line.
Bro, I'm talking about the game. What the hell you talking about?
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And his first throw here.
What you been saying?
where these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football.
I know, because I've been busting your ass.
The quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Using his legs on the scramble. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Down late, they keep the offense.
You know you're going to the flat.
Chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple of scores. They just didn't execute.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking out throwing here to start the drive.
Yeah, you thought you were getting a sack?
Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. Based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's looking deep here. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Big takeaway now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Damn, look at how many yards that one receiver got.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, hit those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So second down after the incompletion. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. He's moving out of the pocket. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot.
Oh,
trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really good job getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he
does. His
athletic ability in his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver.
Going for a big play downfield.
Thank you.
Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Boy, the offense just
We'll see your pitching right now.
It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
What did you say?
And the Volunteers' powerful offense out the field. The last possession had to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. Third down coming up after that running play.
Hey, wouldn't nobody say now when he came in, though? That's what made it worse.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Gets some space around the 30.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything
Hey,
you
shoot.
can ask of them. And
So shoot it.
this quarterback, they
Shoot
did
it in the
again here
pass.
on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
I should have spin.
Balls will have first
Damn,
and
I
10
should have
here.
spin.
Uh-huh.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. And this time it's complete. Finds just enough space and makes the first down. The offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
It's
Damn, my head about Louis good.
Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
42 Spider.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards
He
passing.
said somebody who's ace.
Making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Running back has it on a screen now. Brought down at the
Damn.
center. The completion moves him.
He said he met him in Little Rock.
So that's now back-to-back wins. Kirk.
They been like William Bed and Benson Bed. He said, "What's up? I fucks with you."
And guess what? I'll see y'all in the playoff. I got a catwalk.
Enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hey, you hear me though? Now you played a good game till you made them 2 mistakes. You started off when you intercept my pass. That was the first good thing you did. But it was the first mistake. The second mistake, when you thought you were going to win.
Damn.
You played a decent game. Man, you got to admit. Huh? Who all playing? He was in here trying to steal my playbook. You? Oh no, I wasn't talking about you. Yeah.
No, I'm still inside here and play.
Man, you shut up. You lost to Alabama.
I ain't losing for you, that's all I know.
You ain't played me.
I'm playing you plenty of time. And you ain't won a million times.
Hey, guess what though?
Not a nail.
Hey, I ain't well, you right about that, but guess what though?
What?
Oh, you gotta buy. Look about you gotta buy. Look about.
Yeah.
Oh, you play Arkansas, they gonna whoop your ass. Yep. No, you don't.
Well, that's a loss. I gotta play PUN or something. Yeah.
I'm coming. Hold on. Oh, you do, hippie. Ooh, I need you to beat them. Yeah, I'm coming. Hold on, bro. I'm coming. Just chill out. I'm coming. But listen, I got Texas. I got Texas A&M, Texas, South Carolina, Clemson. I know South Carolina, Clemson, and Ole Miss and Vanderbilt. All of them the computer. Besides P, he might well be the computer too. Hold on though. Let me put my game in, and I gotta run to the bathroom. Yeah, nigga. Now you have, and you seen that ass whooping on Prime TV, nigga.